Your dog can't speak, but their needs are screaming at you every single day. And the things they love most? Number 1. The forgotten touch zones. Most owners pet the same 3 spots over and over: head, back, belly. Meanwhile, there's a physical equivalent to emotional connection that almost nobody knows about. Canine massage therapists keep seeing an identical pattern in every single dog they treat. There are zones in your dog's body carrying chronic tension that you've never touched once. Between their toes, knots of stress build up daily. Dogs instinctively spread their toes when they're anxious, and this creates micro-tears in the connective tissue. 30 seconds of gentle massage there sends sensation through nerve pathways we've only recently mapped. But there's an even better spot right where your dog's front legs connect to their chest. There's a zone they physically cannot reach themselves. Dogs who received daily chest massages for 8 weeks didn't just feel better. They started carrying themselves differently in public, more confident, more relaxed. The change was visible within days. Your dog has been waiting their entire life for you to discover these spots. But there's something even more powerful they're craving, and it doesn't require any physical touch at all. Number 2. The silent bond that speaks louder than words. You talk to your dog constantly, commands, praise, maybe even full conversations. But military researchers discovered something bizarre while studying deployment dogs. Certain handlers had dogs with 40% less stress hormones than others. These weren't the handlers who trained more or gave more treats. The only difference? They practiced silent eye contact throughout the day. Just 10 to 15 seconds of soft, wordless attention. No commands, no talking, just presence. Most owners never do this because it feels awkward or unproductive, but your dog's brain is literally waiting for these moments. This silent connection is just the beginning. There's something your dog needs that goes against everything you think you know about training. Number 3. The power of real choice. Dogs living in human homes make approximately 0 real choices per day. Think about it. You decide when they eat, where they sleep, when they go outside. Researchers studying working dogs stumbled onto something unexpected. Some handlers were inconsistent, and occasionally their dogs would ignore a command. The handler would just shrug and move on. This sounds terrible, right? Like bad training. But these imperfectly trained dogs outperformed the perfectly obedient ones in problem-solving tests, and they showed stronger bonds with their handlers. Once a day, offer something optional. Hold out the leash. If your dog doesn't come immediately, put it away for 5 minutes. No disappointment, no frustration, no reaction. Some days they'll refuse just to test if the choice is real. And that's exactly what you want. Their brain creates entirely new neural pathways when they realize they have genuine agency. But autonomy is nothing compared to what happens when you discover their biological reset button. Number 4. The pressure point for instant calm. There's a specific spot on your dog's body that acts like a biological reset button, and it's been used in traditional Chinese veterinary medicine for thousands of years. Right at the top of your dog's head, directly between their ears, there's an acupressure point called GV20. Applying gentle circular pressure here for 30 seconds activates the parasympathetic nervous system. Veterinary science has confirmed this works. This point literally shifts your dog from reactive emotion to thoughtful calm. This technique is particularly effective during moments of overstimulation. Your dog is too excited about visitors, too anxious about car rides, too reactive on walks. 30 seconds of gentle pressure on this spot, and you'll see their entire body language change. Emergency veterinarians now teach this to owners of anxious dogs because it works when nothing else does. And unlike calming supplements or medications, there are 0 side effects. Speaking of calming effects, there's something about routine that most owners get completely wrong. If you're enjoying this content and want to see more science-backed secrets your dog wishes you knew, hit that subscribe button. Your dog's counting on you to bridge that gap between what they need and what they're getting. Number 5. The dangerous comfort of routine. Dogs thrive on consistency, yet their wild ancestors encountered randomness daily. Prey appeared at different times. Weather shifted, pack dynamics changed constantly. Modern pets live in such rigid schedules that their adaptability has completely atrophied. Veterinary behaviorists now recommend structured variation. Change one tiny thing about a routine activity each day. Feed dinner 3 minutes early. Take a different route for the last 30 seconds of your walk. Use a different bowl. Keep 95% consistent, while that 5% variation prevents rigidity. This activates the same brain regions as environmental enrichment in zoo animals. Dogs practicing structured variation handle real disruptions, like moving homes, with far less distress. The key is making variations small enough to feel safe, but noticeable enough to require adaptation. Your dog's brain stays flexible instead of becoming brittle and anxious. But flexibility means nothing without mental stimulation, and there's a 2-minute game that does something remarkable. Number 6. The 2-minute brain builder. Your dog's brain doesn't stop working when you're busy. It just idles in a kind of screensaver mode while you're cooking or checking your phone. But this simple activity lights up more brain regions than an hour-long walk, and most owners have never even tried it. Take one piece of their regular kibble, not a treat, their usual food. This matters because regular food activates the brain's seeking system differently than high-reward treats. Hide it. Somewhere unusual, behind a chair leg, under a pillow, just barely out of sight. Let them find it. Dogs who played daily food-hiding games retained cognitive function nearly 3 years longer than dogs who didn't. This tiny game grows the brain, specifically the hippocampus, which controls both emotional regulation and spatial memory. New neural connections form when dogs have to navigate, sniff, and remember. The challenge matters, though. Start easy, but gradually increase difficulty. You're not just entertaining your dog, you're actively preventing cognitive decline as they age. But mental exercise is only half the equation. There's something about energy that feels completely backwards, but works incredibly well. Number 7. The energy matching secret. You come home exhausted, and your dog's bouncing off the walls. Every instinct tells you to calm them down immediately. But ethologists studying free-ranging dogs, the most genetically natural dogs on Earth, noticed something we've completely forgotten. Before one dog tries to change another's energy, they match it first. When your dog is hyped up, you meet them at their level for just 20 seconds. Jump, greet, engage fully, then slowly guide them toward calm. It works both ways, too. If your dog is resting and you want to engage them, don't jolt them with sudden energy. Start where they are, then build up together. This one technique alone can transform your entire relationship. But even the best relationship needs something deeper, something that makes your dog feel truly essential. Number 8. The purpose. Every dog craves. Search and rescue dogs show lower baseline cortisol than pet dogs despite facing constant challenges. This has nothing to do with activity level. Working dogs have a sense of being necessary. Your dog doesn't need to save lives, but they need to feel essential to your daily routine. Pick one household task they own completely. Carrying mail from the door to the kitchen, checking each room before bed, bringing you something specific every morning. One border collie learned to put shoes by the door each morning and started waking up with visible anticipation. Dogs with purpose show increased gray matter in regions associated with satisfaction and self-concept. Dogs detect fake enthusiasm through chemical signals we don't even know we're releasing. So the job must be something you genuinely value. When your dog has purpose, everything about them changes. Their posture, their confidence, even how they sleep. They're not just your pet anymore. They're your partner, your teammate, your essential companion who knows their role in your shared life. Your dog gives you everything, but most owners forget these simple things that truly matter. Which of these 8 signs did you recognize in your relationship with your dog? Drop it in the comments below, and remember, your dog isn't asking for much. They're just asking to be understood.